Alright guys, today we are going to write an equation from a graph. Now this is a little bit different than what we've been doing because I've told you what the a value was, and today I'm not going to tell you what the a value is, and you have to solve for it, okay? So we know the form of our function is, well, every polynomial starts with an a, okay? It's by definition. So in factored form, it looks like y equals a x minus r1 times x minus r2, and you can keep going with all your roots, but you have an a value, okay? And you can't find the a value just by looking at the graph. You can know if it's positive or negative, but you won't know what value it is, so we have to solve for it, okay? But we do know what our roots are. Our roots are where we touch or cross the x-axis. We also have to look at what the degree is, because remember the degree tells us how many roots we have. So you look at your humps. There's one hump down there, there's one hump up there, and there's another hump right there. So there's 3 humps. We say 3 plus 1, so it has a degree of 4. So I need 4 roots, but it only touches and crosses 3 times. But when the root touches, we're going to count it twice. So it's going to be y equals a x plus 4 times x plus 1. And then x minus 3, and we're going to square it, okay? Now, you know when you solve for a variable, you can only be missing one variable. Well, right now we're missing y, a, and x. But we can find an x and y by looking at the graph. You want to find a point. You want to find a point that's not your x-intercepts. You want to find another point. And the only point I see is the y-intercept right there. And that is going to be 0, 4. And that's your x, and that's your y value. So y equals 4, a is still unknown, 0 plus 4, 0 plus 1, 0 minus 3 squared. Simplify. So all I did was say 0 plus 4, 0 plus 1, 0 minus 3. We can square the 3. You get 9. And then we're going to say 4 times 9, which is 36. Then divide by the 36, reduce it down, and your a equals 1/9. Well, that was the only thing we were missing. So now we can write our equation. F of x equals 1/9 times x plus 4 and x plus 1 and x minus 3 squared. Where did I get that from? I got that from right up here. And all I did was plug my a in, but it's the same equation, okay? All right, number 2. All right, so first we're going to count the humps. Okay, we're going to count how many humps we have. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 4 plus 1. So that means my degree is 5. So this is a big guy. Okay. All right. Now, so then we got to look at our x-intercepts, all right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means someone's counted twice because we're missing 1. And that's going to be where it touches. So it touches right here. So we're going to count that one twice. So we've got y equals a, x plus 2, x plus 1, x minus 0. You guys can write x if you know it's x, or you can do it this way too. And then x minus 2, and we're going to count that one twice. Okay? Now, we got to find a point. Okay? So, first you look at because you don't want your x-intercepts, and your y-intercept is your x-intercept right here, so we can't use it. So then next look at your humps, and see if any of your humps are on a perfect point. That one's not, that one's not, that one's an x-intercept, so we can't use it. But this one, that one looks like it is at -1, 0. I mean positive 1, -6, sorry. Okay, that one looks the closest we got. So I'm going to plug that into my x and my y. So my y is -6, don't know my a, that's 1, 1, 1, and then 1. Alright, simplify the parentheses. That's 3, 2, 1, -1 squared. Let's go to the exponent. Negative 1 squared is 1. So then 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. Then we're going to divide by the 6. So a equals negative 1. So when we write this, it's y equals negative 1, x plus 2, x plus 1. We're not going to write x minus 0. We're just going to write x. And then x minus 2 squared. Now some people even like to put the x up front to make it look a little better and get rid of the 1. So it'd be negative x, x plus 2, x plus 1, x minus 2 squared. That's really how it should be written. Okay. So that's it for examples. If you have any questions, email me. I can do more problems if need be. But go to Canvas to figure out what your assignment is for today. All right. Bye, guys.